moisture looks a lot. Am I in the right placing? Do I need to
yes, you can. That'd be good. Everybody got enough space to breathe.
So what were we supposed to be watching?
Everybody, lovely T talking about her giving her opinion on.
So can you just not get on? We don't have to cast it. I can just. We can just watch it on your.
Yeah, we can. But I just wanted it to be us looking up as opposed to us looking like this.
Oh, you're recording this? Had you pressed the record button? You already pressed record? Oh, man. You know, tell me. I'm sitting here. Natural reaction. Like, I'm sitting here on Instagram real quick. I'm on media, other things, doing other things. I'm doing other things.
You can relax though, because this is going to be on YouTube.
Yes, you know how he does. How he puts he puts all of the intro stuff. He puts it in somewhere. Oh yes, the Billy Porter. Yes, yes. I live for this. Yes.
I gotta go back and figure out which seasons I missed.
Of what?
Pose.
There's only one season, darling.
There was only one?
Hey, you guys,
why didn't I bring another season?
That was the first season.
Don't forget to go on to lovelyt.net or amazon.com
like whenever it comes out.
Thank you guys so much for the support and stay tuned for the video.
So let's see what she has to say.
I have to come on here and do a video. I've been telling y'all that Jussie Smollett was lying. Okay, I never bought his bullshit story.
I didn't find there was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back. And,
oh, God.
Then it just stopped. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
You know what I mean? Like I told y'all my live stream, he added way too much sauce to that damn story. Hence why many people gave him the side eye and he was eventually caught, okay? So yesterday, Chicago's police superintendent, they had a long press conference basically airing out everything that Jussie did, from texting the brothers, asking them to help them. You know, they have his bank statements of the checks that Jussie wrote to the brothers to pay them for their involvement. So it's so much evidence against him. If you guys have not read the indictment, the report, it's a 4-page report. There's so much tea in there. To me, Jussie definitely comes off as slightly sociopathic. Even his mugshot with that smug grin, like he doesn't even understand the severity of what he's gotten himself into. And the fact that he would lie about something this serious to me is just disgusting because, again, when you're talking about the black community and the LGBT community, both communities are very marginalized. You know, those in the LGBT community, they deal a lot with people harassing them, trying to beat them up. They deal with a lot of negativity. So when you're sitting here making up fake hate crimes, you're making it a lot worse for real victims of hate crime. You're making it a lot worse for people who have to deal with, you know, gay bashing and being attacked and being verbally abused. You make it hard for black people who have to deal with racial attacks, you know what I'm saying? So this situation that Jussie brought upon himself is going to affect both groups severely. And what I don't like is the excuses that people are trying to make for him, all these conspiracies and everything else. People are saying, you know, folks need to stop being mean to him. Folks need to stop dragging him. No. He's no different than anybody else. When people fuck up, they get mean to death, they turn into gifts, people roast them, okay? Where's all these tears for R. Kelly? People are making memes about R. Kelly, roasting him day in and out, and y'all's not crying about that shit. So in my personal opinion, Jussie gets no sympathy from me, okay? He deserves to be drugged by the internet for the fuck shit that he perpetuated, okay? So now on top of that, they're saying that he did this because he was dissatisfied with the salary that he was making on Empire. I'm confused, okay? From what people were saying in my comment section, Jussie makes $65,000 an episode. They shot him in 18 episodes. So that equates to about $5 million a year. How is that not enough money when you have actors out here in LA who are sitting here putting in work and they're getting paid pennies? They're literally getting paid in craft services and you're making $65,000. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was like, I didn't want
want to be rude, but God, okay.
What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to Culture Club on aconnectiontv.com, the one channel or the one website online where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. We are here to discuss a few things, and I wanted to start this episode with us watching Lovely T 2002. Now, I normally love everything she says, and I normally support her. She has over 765,000 subscribers, almost at that $1 million mark, and everyone tunes into her. She's very known. But I found this particular video of hers to be very interesting, so I wanted to catch the reactions on everyone's faces here. But before we talk about the hot topic that is Jussie Smollett, I want everyone to reintroduce themselves like we do on every episode of Culture Club. Starting from my right to your left, state your name and your favorite color.
That's...
Hi, I'm Adrian Cannon, and my favorite color is purple.
Okay, purple. Hey, what's going on? I am Wesley, and my favorite color is blue.
Hello, everybody. My name is Olivia, and my favorite color is Roy G. Biv.
She's back. Hey y'all, I'm David, and my favorite color is red. No, I don't have it on right now, but that is my favorite color.
So we're gonna jump right into immediate reaction of her, starting with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
A lot of people feel that way, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. I don't necessarily agree with everything that she said, but a lot of people feel that way.
Mr. David?
I just think nowadays people just kind of just jump at things without getting the whole entire story and the whole facts. Like, even before I knew that this was old information, I'm just like, damn, people calm down. Like, it's not like the police have ever had our back. And it's not like they can't get it wrong or further investigations don't happen. There's no reason for him to lie to me. Like, I can't fathom being in his position and just going through all this and making it up. I don't see why he would do that. So I just think she's being kind of ignorant.
Okay.
But she's like kind of falling in line into like
what everybody else. Okay. Miss Olivia. Hey, welcome back. It's been a minute.
Hi, honey.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
How do you feel?
I'm not going to judge her. I'm not going to judge her. I honestly am saddened to see that her opinion, when I look at my timeline, her opinion is not isolated. She's not by herself. She has whether she has a following or whether other people, she's following others, I don't know. But what I will say is that it's unfortunate that this is the thought process, specifically when we're talking about a police force who has been known in the past to be corrupt. I don't just listen completely to reports from the police and then automatically say that Jussie Smollett is lying. I'm not saying he isn't lying, but I need to just wait and figure out what's going on, and I'm not going to be quick to judge. And I'm also very saddened that so many people in the black LGBT community, I get black people, and I'm sorry black people for hearing this, black people who do not consider themselves part of the LGBTQIS2 community to, I feel bad that I'm going to say this, but I don't expect much from you when there's a homophobic attack. I don't. Not the black community. I want more from you, so I don't expect much. I expected the straight folk to kind of like throw him under the bus. I'm really surprised and saddened to see the LGBT black members attacking him. I'm really surprised by that.
When I listened to the video, I just felt so much like anger and like hate,
and I don't
like spewing from her regarding the story. And it's very interesting because you know, one of the things that I do like about her is that she always claims to state facts, and nothing in this case has been a fact. None of it. Nothing has been a fact. So it's just been really interesting. And so I was on YouTube just a few minutes before everyone got here to film, and I found this article, $3,500 check and text showing training fee, call police claim into question on TMZ. It goes into talk about the fact that I guess sources are saying that the real reason that the brothers were indeed communicating with Jussie was to get him in preparation for a music video that was coming up in February. And Jussie, in the text messages, Jussie is saying that he feels that he's gained too much weight and he wants to slim down and he wants abs. And so hearing this kind of information all of a sudden come out now, it's like very interesting because now people are looking at the superintendent for the Chicago Police Department and questioning why he was able to blatantly say in the press conference, state why Jussie was doing what he was doing, or why the brothers. So it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me, and it's like we still don't know anything. We don't know if he lied. We don't know what he lied about, what he told the truth about. But sources are saying that the brothers told the grand jury that it was indeed the money that they received was indeed for training sessions, and that's what's written on the check. I wonder why they didn't say that in the press conference, what was written on the check. They said they had the check, they said they had the receipts.
But let's just be clear. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go no holds barred right now. Chicago is known for being its name, what, Chirac, right? Mm-hmm. Come on. So if the superintendent was really about that life and really actually solving all these kind of crimes, we wouldn't have the kind of numbers that have come out of Chicago in the last couple of years. So I'm sorry if I'm not necessarily going to jump on the bandwagon and believe everything the chief of police or anybody in the police force. Let's be clear. When we're talking about people who have been out there and being advocates for black people, just period, that includes Malcolm X, that includes Martin Luther King. It has been the FBI, the CIA, the police force who were infiltrating these organizations and who actually designed the assassinations of these people, whether it was a character assassination or a physical assassination. So why, in 2019, knowing all of that history, are we shocked because it's a black man? Because the black man is the superintendent? Is that why? Because I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And the fact is that I'm disgusted to see that we are playing this out. He's actually being vilified, and people are actually putting a comparative to him and R. Kelly. Those should not even be in the same wheelhouse.
Trump too. Like,
and then first of all, we're like, oh, how many passes does this person who sits in the White House for the 45th time get for lying? He has blatantly lied. And we are not stringing him up, and we are not vilifying him the way black people are not, the way that we see them doing Jussie Smollett. I can't.
I have to disagree with that one.
Oh, really?
Yes, because they vilify Trump just as hard. It's just that nothing happened from it. Every day I see a meme, I see something disparaging talking about Donald Trump from the black community on my timeline. So I have to say that, yeah, it may not feel as hard because we might feel a certain way towards Jussie Smollett, but it's coming to him. There is no love in the black community for Trump. None whatsoever.
I don't know about that, because you got Dominant Silk out there. No shade.
Who's that?
Dominant Silk.
Are you talking about them ghetto? You talking about them ghetto chicks that talking about how they
Make America Great Again?
Yeah, them.
They got over 3 million, isn't it? 3 million followers.
Yeah, and are they white or are they black?
No, they have a lot of black followers as well.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Majority of the black community
don't say those kind of numbers.
But no, but I'm just saying, majority don't care for Trump. Come on,
there's a lot. I know. I'm one of them that do not care. But I'm gonna read y'all something, and I just felt in my spirit and my heart when I wrote this, and I'm gonna tell it to y'all because if y'all haven't seen it, if y'all don't follow my Instagram, y'all need to adoptthatconnection.com.
They're gonna learn.
Are you gay, black? Why are you publicly dragging Jussie? He has done enough damage to everything and everyone around him. Why add to it? It's sad when people attack others for a laugh. Let's post, I hope he gets help, or a prayer for his family, or something positive. People who aren't gay, black, laugh at us enough. Why be a part of the crowd? I am one that, there was one thing that I posted about Donald Trump, and it was funny because it just had the Family Guy, the father of Family Guy, angry at, I think it was like a painting of Donald Trump, and he was like trying to rip the painting apart. I thought that was just hilarious. But normally in my nature, in my posts, I don't post things that are saying F R. Kelly or string R. Kelly up or do such and such to Jussie Smollett or do such and such to Donald Trump. And I just don't understand why we as a community, within our community, do that to our own people when it's already done enough throughout the world. So how do you feel about that? What do you post things like that on your Instagram, and do you understand why people post stuff like that on their Instagram?
I do not post things like that on my Instagram, my Facebook. No, not at all. I think the reason why people decide to post things like that on their Instagram because they feel at that time that it's funny, or at that time that it's going to get them, because controversy sells, controversy and sex sells. So if you see something like that on their timeline, they probably just want to, you know, get some likes or, you know, some attention. And that I don't need that type of attention. My attention, I would like it to be something positive at all times. So I don't do that. But I can't I don't know a person that does that. Well, no, let me stop. I do see it all the time. I don't ask them why. I'm just assuming the reason why is because they like attention.
Okay. David, are you a person that posts those types of gifs and memes about people?
I do, however. There's a fine line here. There's a fine line between this is a joke and I want this person to be under a rock, lay down and die, get the maximum punishment. Like, there's a fine line. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I think you posted something and me and her went back and forth about Nicki Minaj in concert, and we laughed at it.
When the guy was impersonating her. Yeah.
So that was funny, right?
Yeah, that was comedy. That was comedy, right? Because he was nailing. That was like an impersonation. So he was acting her out, and it was exactly what she does.
It was funny.
So you know what I'm saying?
I'm more along the lines of that type of stuff, like
when
this
it's
whole
comedy.
this whole. I don't see a reason to be dragging R. Kelly. Everybody knows what he did. Everybody's acting all surprised now. Everybody knew that man was doing some things.
No, he needs to be dragged. He needs to be dragged. First of all, hold on. It's time out. I think I would like to separate the conversations with R. Kelly and Jussie Smollett. Those are not in the same wheelhouse. They should not even be in the same conversation.
Okay.
And to comment too about R. Kelly, I will be the one to say if he is burned and skinned alive for the things that he has done over the years, I'm not mad. Because at some point in time, we need to protect black women and black girls. You're not mad,
but you're not the one that's going to...
I don't need to kill him, but every dog gets his day. And the chickens will come home to roost all day. I don't have to push the button. I don't have to George Bush it. But you know.
Right. So my point is, I feel like some people are acting like they just hitting the detonation button on everything. And they're just putting it in meme form.
It's just an internet thing. People
right, but
people do things on the internet that they would never say in your face.
Black History Month. You can't ruin Black History Month. It's history.
Yeah, they went a little far with that one. Oh, you ruined Black History Month. There's so many things that happens during Black History Month that could possibly ruin Black History Month if that's the case. So that was a little far. But yeah.
How do you feel about the case overall, David?
Like I said, I can't imagine why he would lie about something like that. It's discouraging that it's taken this type of like turn. Let's bash him instead of like a supportive place for whatever reason. I don't know. I honestly, the whole time I've been saying, I hope, he's telling the truth, because I'm just sitting here thinking about it, like, I don't see a reason for him to go through all that. He's been on how many seasons of Empire? He doesn't need the clout. He doesn't really need the money. So, it's just sad. It's just sad that everybody's
who's out of his camp is saying that it's because he's dissatisfied with
that's ridiculous.
His salary.
Right.
Because I have a problem with that. All of this stuff that's coming out, he's not the one saying, though, I saw his own interview, but he didn't say any additional information that we hear that works against him.
Right.
So let's put that on. Second, there is a camera on every damn street in Chicago, in that particular neighborhood. If y'all can figure out all of these text messages and get that wrong, right? Why wouldn't you then just come back out and be like, damn, here's the video to show y'all we're right? Why is the video such a, we can't find it, we don't know, there is no video? That just seems very like, I'm not saying that he is not lying. I'm saying that what I want to be clear is that if the evidence shows that he might not have told the truth, that does not set anything back. Black people, Tamir Rice was a 12-year-old in the middle of nowhere playing with a toy gun with no one around, and they shot him dead. Okay? Sandra Bland mysteriously dies in jail. There have been so many. I can sit here and go for an hour and talk about all of the victims that have been, murdered, slain in our streets, Black people. And we don't really have too much changes in our justice system, nor in our system of white supremacy. Come on, America has not changed but so much. There hasn't been any bills, there hasn't been any legislature, there hasn't been anything that has changed for the last 10 years when all of this stuff with the, slaying of Black people has been like in our faces on Main Street. So Jussie Smollett, perhaps lying, allegedly lying, isn't setting us back anywhere. Where was we before? Not here. We wasn't getting shit done anyway, especially in the LGBT community. Trans men and women have been getting killed in the hundreds and thousands. And I still don't see not one, extra piece of legislature. And they can't even go to the same bathrooms in particular states. Come on! And you gonna tell me they gonna set something? Come on now. I'm done.
How do you feel about the case, Adrian?
You sure? I'm done. Okay, so the very beginning of hearing this, I actually heard it from you. Had one of our little conversations that we have often about adoptthatconnection.com. Make sure you subscribe for $7.99 per month, or go ahead and do $65.99 a year. All right. So, anyways, shameless plug. Amen. Anyways, shameless plug. Yeah. So, anyways, I heard it from you, and when I heard about it, I was like, wow, that's crazy. I hate to hear that.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? Thank you so much for tuning in to Culture Club. It is back. Culture Club is back. In order for you to watch the remainder of this awesome discussion that me and my friends are having, go to adoptthatconnection.com and subscribe. We will see you again next week with another episode with different topics. Man, this particular episode gets juicy. Thank you for watching.